Well, I think that people used to categorize goth metal as something melancholic or something with dark melodies. And especially if you're like dressed in black all the time, you know, it's really easy for people that doesn't really know what every subcategory in metal and rock means. So I think that basically to me, you know, it's like any other kind of music. I don't like to give names. I just like to listen to the music I like without having barriers, or to like it because it's a specific kind of music. We've been named as a goth band just because we started always saying that we've been inspired by bands like Paradise Lost or Type O Negative, because we love their kind of sonorities. And we try to reproduce the same kind of sound, of course not copying their stuff, but trying to have the same feeling coming out from our song. It's not that I'm the main singer, it's just that, I mean, if you look at Lacuna Coil, it's even more different, because we're not like the Beauty and the Beast. I mean, Andrea's not growling all the time, and I'm not doing lyrical stuff. So for us, it's an even more completely different thing, because it's not just me giving the atmosphere all the time. We're pretty much playing with our voices exchanging roles sometimes. Sometimes I can be the more aggressive part, and Andrea can be the clearest one. So when we started, we didn't really start because we wanted to have a female voice in the band. They just knew that I was loving to sing, and they just asked me to sing with them some choruses, but it just happened really spontaneously. It's not that we started the band in that specific order. I was actually the last one to come inside of the band.
Yeah. Tell me a few words about about the importance of Paradise Lost in your influence. And
yeah, I will tell you just like a complete mention that says it all. I was not listening to metal before. I just listening to Christendom, and a different world just opened in front of my eyes. I was just like, what the fuck is that? I was just like, oh my god, that is amazing. I just bought the album immediately. I got Icon and Draconian Times immediately, and I think that Draconian Times has probably, I mean, beside being an awesome album, I think it has one of the best artwork ever. It fits perfectly with the music. It's so well done. The pictures are amazing. The colors are really representing the band. And I can tell you one funny story. I mean, besides saying, as I was saying before, you know, something really important is that Paradise Lost are basically the band who introduced me to rock metal. So that says it all. Beside that, I remember that it was really funny that, like, few weeks after I discovered the album, they were coming to Milano, where we live, to play a show. And I went with the guys, and I was really excited, but my English was really, really poor. I really knew like the basic words that I studied at school, but I couldn't really have a real discussion with somebody or make myself really understandable. And it was so funny that I saw the show. I loved it. It was the best show ever. I remember that it was just great. You know, every song was perfect. I loved it. And at the end of the show, I was really emotional because I wanted to meet the guys. And we stayed in the club, and I remember that I can't remember who exactly in the band was just like hanging around the bar, and I was just like, probably it was probably Greg, and I wanted to express all my excitement about the show, and all I could say was just like, the show was really nice. And that's when he looked at me and was just like, thank you. Like I said something, it was a kind of okay, but I loved it, so I was just like, oh my god. I went back home, what the hell did I say? But it's really funny. But I love that show. Now you guys know that I love that fucking show, and I was there.